Today, from Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback all. He's fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Second down, another run with Taylor. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for him after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Mitchell to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. From the gun, Mitchell to Boyle here over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Watson now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ellis. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Ellis.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run with Taylor. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. He's at the 50. 30. 10.
Keep going,
5,
keep running.
and into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Oliver. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Watson on third down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now Mitchell. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Kidd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Mitchell. This is caught by Hawkins. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's 21-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Watson's throw into the hands here of Hardman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, it's Watson. He finds his man complete. It's Oliver. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Watson. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Trying to improvise.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And it'll be intercepted.
Snags it for the pick. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 47. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the interception, here's Watson. Catch is made by Hardman. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for 1 play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So we've come to halftime, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. So here are the Packers now to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Mitchell. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Throwing on third down, Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Ellis.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Out of the gun, Watson. man complete over the middle. That's Ellis. Touchdown, Bills. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
Mitchell now throwing on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw is Mitchell on 1st and 10.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Back to throw again.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
The Packers offense set to go. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They'll run on 1st down. Kick, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Mitchell, flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So with 75... Yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Taylor
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, Mitchell. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Mitchell on first down. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Reynolds.
2nd down and 5.
Off play action. Mitchell. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5.
And the Bills are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Watson. Flushed out right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded at the 27. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because it...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Looking to throw. Mitchell. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Bills are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again is Watson. On the left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off near the 42. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. He shakes him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Off the bootleg, Mitchell. That is caught at the 7. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Operating from the gun. Mitchell escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. To throw, Watson. Pass complete to Taylor. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. Now Watson. Finding Hardman.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was